Exercise 4.1. In that, the first main, which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reason for your answers. Here we have to check whether the given following expressions are the polynomials in one variable or not. Okay. The first one is 4x squared minus 3x plus 7. It is a polynomial and also it having one variable. You can see whole expression, it is of x only, isn't it? So we can write here polynomial in one variable. Okay, and similarly this is also. We'll check whether this is a polynomial in one variable or not. Yes, even this is also the polynomial in one variable. The square root is present for the constant, not for the variable. Right? I have told you previously that this example we solved, isn't it, whether this is a polynomial or not. This is not a polynomial because the square root is present for the variable. Here the square root is present for the constant. So there is no problem to say that this is the polynomial. If the square root is present for y means then it cannot be the polynomial. But here the square root is present for the constant. Right? So we can say that this is the polynomial in one variable. Polynomial in one variable. Okay. Then third one. See here. Third one. The square root is present for the what here? T. That is the variable, isn't it? So we can say that it is not a polynomial. Why this is not a polynomial? Because we'll rewrite it once again. 3 square root t means what I told. Square root of t is equals to, it can be expressed in the form of 1 by 2. So here we'll write t raised to 1 by 2 plus t square root 2. We'll write here. Now we can see that the exponent, this is called what? Exponent, power, degree, isn't it? Here we are checking only whether this is the polynomial in one variable or not. So I am going to call this as an exponent here. Here the exponent, it is in a fraction, so it cannot be the polynomial. We'll write here is not a polynomial. And also they have asked us the reason. State the reason. Because exponent is in fraction, so it is not a polynomial. Similarly this. Fourth one. Here I am going to rewrite this given equation y plus. In laws of indices you have learnt that. 2. I will bring the denominator part to the numerator part. It will be in minus, isn't it? Y raised to minus 1. You can see that as I told, the power must be in a whole number or a positive integer. But the power of the variable, it is in a negative. So again this is also what? Not a polynomial in, it is also not a polynomial. Because the exponent is in a negative integer. Not a polynomial because exponent is in negative. Right? This is what? How to classify how to differentiate the polynomials in one variable, right? And fifth one, it is homework for you all. Fifth one is homework. We'll move for the second main. Second main, write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. X square, we have to write the coefficients of x square. Means in the given equation we have to write the coefficients of x square here. X square it is here, right? What is the coefficient of x square? As I told, if no numbers are present with the x, then it will be always 1, isn't it? So the coefficient of x square in this equation is 1. We'll write here the coefficient of x square is 1, right? And similarly here also, here the coefficient of x square it is 1, but here they have mentioned minus. Yes or no? So we have to conclude this, we have to include this 1 minus also, means the coefficient of x square will be here minus 1. And here x square it is here, right? This is the term, this is x square. The coefficient of x square it is pi by 2. The coefficient of x square is pi by 2. And here also we can see here no x square it is present. Yes or no? So we cannot write any coefficient of x square without it presents. So we'll write here that is 0. 0 is the coefficient of, so directly we'll write 0. Okay, this is what the second main. Next we'll move for the third main. Third one, give one example each of the binomial of degree 35 and of a monomial of degree 100. Here we have to give a binomial equation which containing its degree as a 35, right? So here we'll give example for the binomial. For binomial, I am going to give, binomial means what? 2 terms, right? So we'll write here 2 terms first, x minus 4, and the degree must be 35 here. So we'll write the degree of the variable as 35. Right? And second one, for monomial, here we need to give an example for the monomial of degree 100. Monomial means which consists only one term, root 2y. Root 2y is one term, right? The degree of this monomial is 100. Similarly, you can give some more examples. Here I am giving one more example for the monomial whose degree is 35. That is for 4x plus 1 raised to 35. Yes or no? And similarly for this also you can give z raised to 100. These are the examples for the binomial and monomial of degree 35 and 100 respectively. Next we'll move for the fourth main. Fourth main, write the degree of each of the following polynomials. Here they have given some polynomials. We have to write the degree of each of its polynomial, right? Okay, degree means, as I told, the highest power of the variable will be the degree here. Which is the highest power of the variable? Here highest power, that is x raised to 3 is the highest. X raised to 3 is the highest here. Means 3 is the highest degree. So we'll write here 3 is the degree, right? And for this 2 is the highest degree. Other than y raised to 2, no variables are present here. Only y raised to 2 is the present. So 2 is the what? Degree here. this, which is the highest degree. As I told, if nothing is present at the exponent form means it will be always 1, right? So, the only t raised to 1 is present, then 1 will be the degree of the given equation. Yes or no? So, we'll write here 1 is the degree, and for this we can see here no variables are present, or you can say that, as I told, it will be always x raised to 0. X raised to 0 means you all know that in bracket you can write x raised to 0 is equals to 1, means it is 1 here, right? So x raised to 0 it is here. So the degree of this 3 will be always, of this equation will be always 0. 0 is the degree. This completes 4th main. Last main, that is 5th one. 5th main, classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial. Here we have to check whether the given following are linear polynomials, quadratic polynomials or cubic polynomials, right? Linear polynomial means what? As you all know that the equation which having its degree as the 1. If the equation having its degree as 1 means, then that such type of polynomials or equations are called as linear. You know that. Yes or no? So, we'll write here. Which is the highest degree here in the given equation? First, you check the highest degree. Which is the highest degree? That is 2. 2 means that is the quadratic, right? So, this equation will be quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Then, similarly, second one. Here we are getting x minus x raised to 3 here. Here we are getting x raised to 3 as the highest degree, isn't it? So, here 3 means it is a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. And similarly, we'll check highest degree, that is 2 it is here, right? Y raised to 2. 2 means what? That is a quadratic. Quadratic polynomial. And similarly, the fourth one, that is 1 plus x. Here you can see only x raised to 1 it is there. Yes or no? X raised to 1 means 1. If the power is 1 means it will be a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. To verify whether the given equation is a linear, quadratic or a cubic, first we have to check the degree of the variable. Then according to that we have to decide whether it is a linear, quadratic or a cubic polynomial. If the degree of the variable is 1, highest power is 1 means, then it will be the linear. If the degree of the equation is 2 means, then it will be the quadratic. If the degree of the equation is 3, then it will be the cubic polynomial, right? Then rest examples means 5th, 6th, 7th are homework for you all. Do it yourself. Thank you.